Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered if we were truly alone in this vast universe? For centuries, that question has been the stuff of science fiction and late-night philosophical debates. But what if I told you that in recent years, science has started to find some tantalizing clues? Clues that are so strange, they're forcing us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about our place in the cosmos. Today, we diving deep into some of the most mind-bending discoveries that have scientists buzzing and asking a bold question. Have we found proof of alien technology? Let us journey back to 2017. Astronomers at the Haleakal Observatory in Hawaii spotted something unlike anything they had ever seen before. It was an object tumbling through our solar system, and it was officially named Oumuamua, which is Hawaiian for a messenger from afar arriving first. And what a messenger it was! Oumuamua was the very first interstellar object ever detected visiting our cosmic neighborhood. Right from the start, it broke all the rules. First, its shape. Based on how its brightness flickered as it tumbled, astronomers deduced it was extremely elongated, perhaps 10 times longer than it was wide. Imagine something shaped like a cosmic cigar or a flat pancake, hurtling through space. No known asteroid or comet in our solar system looks like that. They're usually lumpy, potato-shaped rocks. This was different, almost manufactured. But the real mystery was its movement. As Oumuamua zipped past the sun, it sped up, accelerating away faster than gravity alone could explain. With comets, this is normal. As they get close to the sun, ice on their surface vaporizes, creating a gas cloud or coma and a tail. This outgassing acts like a tiny rocket engine, giving the comet a little push. The problem? Astronomers looked very, very closely at Oumuamua with our most powerful telescopes. There was no coma, no tail, no gas, no dust. So, what was pushing it? This is where things get really interesting. Avi Loeb, a former chair of Harvard's astronomy department, proposed a radical idea. What if Oumuamua wasn't a rock at all? What if it was an artifact? He suggested it could be a light sail, a very thin piece of material designed to be pushed by the pressure of starlight itself. It's a technology that we humans are just beginning to develop for our own interstellar probes. The slight push from the sun's radiation would perfectly explain its non-gravitational acceleration, without any outgassing. Was Oumuamua a piece of discarded alien tech, a defunct probe? Or perhaps a buoy from an advanced civilization, tumbling through the galaxy for millions of years? The idea was controversial, but what fit the data in a way that natural explanations struggled to. Just as the debate over Oumuamua was raging, the universe sent us another visitor. In 2019, an amateur astronomer named Gennady Borisov discovered the second interstellar object, now named to Borisov. At first glance, Borisov was much more normal. It looked and acted just like a comet from our own solar system, with a clear coma and tail. For many scientists, this was a relief. It suggested Oumuamua was the weird one, and Borisov was what we should expect from interstellar visitors. It was a classic comet, just from another star system. Case closed, right? Not so fast. While Borisov seemed familiar, its very existence made Oumuamua even stranger. If most interstellar objects are just normal comets like Borisov, it makes the bizarre properties of Oumuamua stand out even more. It was no longer just a weird object, it was a statistical anomaly. The first thing we see from another star is a 1 in a million weirdo. The odds seemed unlikely. The contrast between the two visitors only deepened the mystery and strengthened the argument that Oumuamua was something special, something outside the realm of natural cometary phenomena. And the oddities don't stop at our cosmic doorstep. Let's talk about Tabby's star, also known as KIC 8 for 160 to 1852. This star, located about 1,500 light years away, has been causing a headache for astronomers since 2015. Data from the Kepler Space Telescope showed its light dimming in a way that was completely bizarre. Sometimes its brightness would drop by a tiny fraction, which is normal. That's how we find exoplanets, as they pass in front of their star. But sometimes, Tabby's star would dim by a whopping 20%. To put that in perspective, a giant planet like Jupiter passing in front of our sun would only block about 1% of its light. To block over a fifth of a star's light, you need something enormous. A massive cloud of dust? Maybe, but the dimming wasn't regular, and the pattern was chaotic. It didn't look like any natural phenomenon we know of. This led to another extraordinary hypothesis. What if we were witnessing an alien megastructure, specifically a Dyson swarm? This is a hypothetical structure that an advanced civilization might build to surround a star and capture its energy. It wouldn't be a solid shell, but a massive fleet of orbiting solar collectors. The irregular, massive dips in starlight could be caused by clumps of these giant structures passing in front of the star from our point of view. Of course, scientists are still searching for a natural explanation for Tabby's star. Ideas range from a swarm of comets to dust within the star system itself. But so far, no single natural theory can explain all of the star's weird behavior. The alien megastructure hypothesis, as wild as it sounds, remains on the table simply because nothing else quite fits. Let's bring it back closer to home. You might have heard about the Pentagon's UAP reports as unidentified aerial phenomena, the new term for UFOs. For decades, reports from credible witnesses, especially trained military pilots, were dismissed. But recently, that's changed. The U.S. government has officially released videos and reports documenting encounters with objects that defy our understanding of physics and aerodynamics. Navy pilots have described seeing smooth, TIC-DAC-shaped objects with no visible means of propulsion, no wings, no engines, no exhaust plumes. These objects are reported to perform incredible maneuvers like accelerating to hypersonic speeds, stopping on a dime, and making instantaneous turns that would crush any human pilot. They move seamlessly between the air and the sea, seemingly unaffected by the transition. In one famous incident from 2004, the USS Nimitz Carrier Strike Group encountered these objects over several days. FA-18 pilots were vectored to intercept a target and saw a 4-foot-long, white, TIC-DAC-shaped object hovering erratically over the water. As they approached, it accelerated away at a speed they described as like nothing I've ever seen. Now, it's crucial to say that unidentified does not automatically mean alien. These could be secret human technology, sensor malfunctions, or some natural atmospheric phenomenon we don't yet understand. But when you have multiple high-tech sensor systems, including radar and infrared, all corroborating the visual testimony of some of the best-trained pilots on the planet, it becomes very hard to dismiss. The performance characteristics of these UAPs are so far beyond our current technological capabilities that the question naturally arises. If it is not ours, whose is it? So what does this all mean? We have Oumuamua, an interstellar object that behaves more like a spacecraft than a rock. We have Tabby's star, dimming in a way consistent with a colossal alien engineering project. And we have UAPs in our own atmosphere, performing maneuvers that defy the laws of physics as we know them. Individually, each of these can be debated. We can argue about the physics of Oumuamua, search for natural dust clouds around Tabby's star, and scrutinize the UAP sensor data. But when you look at them together, a compelling pattern begins to emerge. It's a pattern of anomalies, a pattern of phenomena that stretch the limits of natural explanations and consistently point toward the possibility of technology far beyond our own. Science demands we exhaust every possible natural explanation before jumping to extraordinary conclusions. And that is exactly what is happening. Astronomers and physicists are working tirelessly to solve these puzzles with conventional science. But they are also acknowledging that we must be open to the possibility that we've found something truly paradigm-shifting. As Avi Loeb says, we have to be willing to look for and consider evidence of extraterrestrial technology, or we are guaranteed never to find it. Perhaps Oumuamua was our first hint, a cosmic message in a bottle that washed up on our shore. Maybe the dimming of Tabby's star is the distant sign of a bustling cosmic city. And maybe the UAPs are probes, sent here to observe a burgeoning civilization on a small blue planet. We don't have definitive proof yet. We don't have a piece of alien tech in a lab. But for the first time in human history, the search for alien intelligence has moved from pure speculation to the analysis of actual, tangible data. The clues are there, and the search is on. The next great discovery could be right around the corner. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through some of the cosmos's greatest mysteries. What do you think? Are these natural wonders, or are we seeing the first signs of advanced alien life? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to explore more mind-bending science, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Until next time, keep looking up.